On Saturday, we put out a press release confirming the fact that there was an outbreak at Step by Step. As you recall, last Tuesday, it was announced, by the executive director Natalie Bova that there was a case, and then throughout the week there was more investigation being done, through the public health team, and as more information came up, more and more measures were put into place. Including announcement on Thursday about closing down some classrooms. But then again, as more information came in, it felt important that we officially say there's an outbreak there, and have public health take additional measures with the staff and the students, and to ensure that it's minimized, it's captured, and has not spread any further. So they did open up a testing center last Sunday and have everybody come in to be tested, to be screened. So far everybody is negative, so that's very positive. There are going to be some additional steps taking place over the next few days. Everybody did what they should be doing. It's just a matter of ensuring that people remain vigilant. I know it's tiring for people on all sides, whether it be a parent, whether it be a student, whether it be a staff member. But this is just an example, despite best efforts, that there still could be some incidents. Closing the school was something that was discussed, but the way they are set up at Step by Step, there's certain classes that don't interact with one another. It's almost like two separate schools, and if one side of the school was not impacted at all, then we felt there's no reason to close the entire facility. Because by doing that, by closing it, there is other impacts on parents, on work, and so on and so forth. So we want to again address it effectively and efficiently, but with as little impact as possible. And we understand some parents are concerned, but at the end of the day, a parent has a choice. If they're concerned, for the well-being of their child, and they're afraid at this point, I mean, they have the option of not sending them to school. If you're in contact with somebody who's positive, yes, you have to isolate for 14 days. In this case, we want the families. It's very difficult, obviously, with young children, so that's why we're saying the families should isolate together. I know it's difficult for 14 days for anybody, but we have seen throughout the pandemic people developing symptoms, 12, 13 days in after contact. So it's important that people, stick the full 14 days. And at that point, and then we're confident that they weren't exposed. The general status right now, despite the outbreak at that Step by Step, is good right now. Compared to where it was a month ago to where it is now, we were still faring quite well. The numbers of active cases fluctuates day to day, but we're still under 5, so that's good. As long as we can keep managing, in that area, as I said before, the lesser amount of active cases, the less chances of outbreaks, clusters, and anybody getting severely sick. All the measures could be put into place, and all the directives could be put into place by the task force. But if the community is going to support it and take ownership, and then we're not going to be successful. And to date, we've been very successful, large part of the community. And even this past weekend, with Super Bowl, and everybody wants to have a Super Bowl party and get together. It's kind of a tradition in Kahnawake, but people were very, very respectful this year. We're still holding true to our previous announcement that we do have commitments, and we're still confident that by the end of March that we'll be able to start vaccinating the entire community. We're trying to be as optimistic as we can in terms of maybe even backing that date up a little bit, but certainly by the end of March it'll roll out. I'm sure, as everybody's seen in the news, there's a shortage of vaccine coming into Canada. Which in turn impacts on the provinces, which in turn impacts on us and all the regions and such. And as Canada has stated publicly, they're hoping to make up for the lost time over the past couple of weeks. So we remain on track at this point. And as I said before, give us a day or two notice, and we're ready to roll it out in the community.